We all have the power from within to do some amazing things. Let me tell you a story about that. Months ago, I was asked to be the keynote speaker at an event for a global company. And this was one of their year-end events that really, you do well on this type of event as a speaker, you surely get called back to do other gigs. So knowing the importance of this event, I rehearsed, I was ready to get out there, give it my best. And the day before this event, my brother passed away from cancer. And needless to say, I was devastated. I didn't know how I was going to pull this off. And in all fairness to the company, they asked if I, wanted to take a pass on this and they could find another speaker. Of course, it was last minute, but they did offer that to me. But there was so much riding on this, and the friend who referred me to the organization, I wanted to make sure that I came through for her. So I agreed to go ahead and do the speech. And that next day, we were all set to go. We had a production meeting, maybe about an hour before the presentation. And the production staff, they checked the sound and the lighting in my office because we were doing this virtually. And everything was fine, it was great. And so we did that maybe about 45 minutes prior to the event. And again, all was well. And then about 5 minutes before we were supposed to go live, they checked in and said, hey everybody, we want you to sign back on and check your sound, check your lighting. And again, all was well. And meanwhile, I'm still grappling with the fact that I lost my brother less than 24 hours ago. And quite frankly, I didn't know how I was going to get through this. I was crying inside and, my eyes were puffy and it was just really rough. But I had 5 minutes to get myself together to go on and give this speech. And so they counted down. It was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they said, we're live. And so the young lady introduced me. She gave a little history about the event. But then she said, introducing our keynote speaker, Robert Ginyard. And at that point, I was crying inside, and I asked my brother Mike, I said, Mike, you've got to help me. And so I start my speech, my voice is quivering, and I noticed something on the camera, and there was this light that was coming in on my face and across my chest. And so I look into the camera, and I asked the production crew, I stopped for a moment, and I say, hey, look, I'm getting this light that's coming across my face and my body. Do I need to reposition my computer? Do we need to start this over again? And so they gave me the cue that said everything was okay. And then I had to come to grips with everything that was going on, and I had to be honest with the audience and all the people that were involved in this presentation. I said, everybody, I lost my brother less than 24 hours ago, and I'm having a heck of a time dealing with this right now, and I'm having a hard time even giving this speech. And I said, that light that's shining across my face and my chest, if you don't mind, I'd like to keep it there because I think it's my brother telling me that everything's going to be okay. And so I was looking at the chat box and I see all of these messages coming in and they're saying, yeah, you're fine, go ahead, keep going. And so that was an example of the power that's within, because my brother, I heard him saying, Bob, I'm here for you. And I said, Mike, you showed up. He said, yeah, I showed up, but it's time for you to deliver. And so that was the moment where he showed me that I really did have the power to pull this off. And I think sometimes in life, we just need to be able to pull on that and be open to what's coming our way in terms of being that vessel so that other forces, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, they have an opportunity to work through us. So that is power. We never know where it's going to come from, when it's going to come, but we know we have it within. We just need to tap into those resources and make it happen. We all have the power. Be open to it and use it.